Happy New Year, ladies and gentlemen. It's been like a really wild ride with 2024, and even with 2025 just started like 5 days ago. There's already been very wild situations going on still, which is very sad. But maybe I'm just going to talk about that in another video. So for this video, I'm just going to talk about something that's more normal, maybe, if that's the right word. So yeah, just wanted to check up on my channel and just at least talk about something. So you read the title, it's going to be PlayStation again, but this time it's going to be more modernized since we're already catching up with the latest consoles. But before I dive into the PS5 Pro, just want to share some of my life experiences. So the first console I had was, again, it was the PS2, like in my previous video where I played Crash Bandicoot and Pac-Man World, which those games have been the most memorable for me in my childhood. And my family has this lineup of PlayStation, Xbox games, and they want to share that experience with me, so they did. They got me a PS2, and they were successful. I actually did got very good memories with the PS2. I got lots of good games in it, even with the Crash Bandicoot. What is it? The Wrath of Cortex. Yeah, some PS1 and PS2 titles. Well, mostly the PS1 are the ones that gave me the most emotional out of it. But yeah, it's really a very long journey of PlayStation titles. I wasn't able to put my hands on a PS3, unfortunately. And with the PS3, I think I heard that one can run PS3 games all the way down to PS1, so it can support PS1, 2, and 3 titles. If I knew that sooner, I would lay my hands on the PS3, but I just kept my PS2. I didn't even know PS3 existed, so yeah. So once I entered middle school, I think my parents started to notice that my gaming experiences have been getting a little bit outdated, and we're getting behind of the times. So they asked me what new console I want. Uh, I think I had two consoles at the time. I got a PS2, of course, and I got a Xbox 360 for my 8th birthday. I still remember that day where I was handed the Xbox 360. I had titles like Lost Planet and Sonic Generations, stuff like that. But uh, my parents still ask me what new console I want. They ask me if I want a PlayStation or an Xbox, and I choose PlayStation because that is like the longest console I had for years. I picked the PlayStation. We went to GameStop and bought the PS4 for myself. I don't know if I got it for my birthday or Christmas. I think it was Christmas, pretty much. So I'm looking at my iPad right now, looking at what the cost of the PS4 Pro is. I don't know why we got the PS4 Pro. There is another PS4 like here. It's like a Call of Duty World War II Special Edition, which is a limited edition, by the way. And the over here on the top shelf, it's the PS4 Pro. So I was having a hard time picking which one I should get, because I always try to pick the cheapest prices. So we get the PS4 Pro just like that. I don't know why anymore. But looking at my iPad right now, after seeing the price, it's like $400, it says. So we bought the PS4 Pro for $600 at GameStop. I don't know if that came from a scalper. Maybe it is, because I can see some PlayStation titles and controllers that's like above the original price. Maybe we just stopped by at the wrong GameStop. We maybe we probably should have moved on to somewhere else. Then after that, around like last year or two, I got my PS5. Now for Christmas of 2024, I got the PS5 Pro. The main reason for the PS5 Pro is because my family just likes to have most of the benefits and wanted the most out of the devices we have or products. So for Christmas, I got the PS5 Pro. It's over here in the floor with me. So it was $700, which is $100 more expensive than the other consoles we bought. So my opinion on the $700 price is probably like mixed, having this feeling of like not really expensive since all the other consoles I bought is like 600 bucks, but this one is $700. But the bad part about that is that it doesn't have a disk drive and doesn't even include the stand either. They just couldn't slide in that piece of plastic in there. Might as well just make it like $730 if it comes with a disk drive. I don't really understand the main motive behind that, but after looking it up here, hold on, I'm just gonna pull up on my iPad. So after looking it up, why Sony chose to do this, Sony seems like it wants to give players more customizable choices of how they want their PS5, but that doesn't really justify the $700 price that doesn't have a disk drive or a vertical stand. Maybe if this console had a vertical stand included with it, with like the original PS5, maybe that would have sold a bit better. Even then, I still personally think it's still ridiculous to remove the vertical stand. At least it has the horizontal stands, but I don't think many people use those. So I used Copilot to ask this question since it links their answers to websites, and I can just click on the link to visit that website. So it says that it removes the disk drive and a vertical stand from the PS5 Pro to give players more choices and to streamline the console's design. And it gave me 3 reasons of why. It says choice, not including the disk drive, Sony allows players to decide whether they want to play physical games or go digital. This way, gamers don't need the disk drive and it can save costs, while those who do can purchase the optional disk drive accessory. And that is a little bit baloney, because even if nobody is getting the vertical stand or a disk drive, $700 is still expensive. It also says that removing these components helps keep the base price of the console lower. The disk drive and the vertical stand can be purchased separately if needed. The $100 gap is kind of like not that much. Maybe this could have like $650, like make it at least $50 more expensive, and with the vertical stand included, maybe that would sold better. But even then, this is just kind of not a good answer. I still don't know the main motive behind this. This is what the box looked like. There's not much to say here. It's just black and all, and with the logo and the Pro thing, and the, what is this, disc-free console thing. And here's the side, the PS5 Pro and the console, the controller, and this again. I'm just gonna move it to see if it's here we go. So here it gives like the 3 big changes that Sony gave to the PS5. They call it the big 3, but that still doesn't really justify the $700 price. Okay, maybe this $700 is kind of reasonable if the manufacturing cost for this is expensive. There should be more into this PS5 Pro than just the big 3, right? There's got to be at least something more in this, right? And here is the disk drive that I bought myself. It's like $80. I also got the vertical stand, so it's like 810 bucks total, I think. I got this disk drive myself so that my family can watch movies on the PS5. My family loves to watch movies a lot. I can just take my PS5 to grandma's and we could just watch DVDs together and stuff like that. I also got this meter remote so that my grandma can use it, or my sisters, so that we can just like click it without having the use of the controller. So yeah, I also recorded myself unboxing the PS5 Pro for the first time, but I recorded it like weeks ago, so I was wearing a different shirt and all that. It did came with horizontal stands, and it did came with a controller and the HDMI cable and the power cable, of course. And that's pretty much it. That's all in the box. I also unboxed the vertical stand so that I can just like screw it in into the bottom of the PS5 Pro. This is some really weird packaging. It's been a while since I opened one of these. Don't tell me I just cut myself. And these horizontal stands that nobody wants. And finally, the... Jeez. I'm gonna set this on the floor. Yeah, well, we have the guide as always. It's just a bunch of stuff that I already know about. What is this? Start guide. Let's see the controller. It's gonna be nothing new, right? Nope. It's the same old things. A little smaller, but it's alright, I guess. There's not much of a difference here, except the curve is slightly less. It has these PlayStation icons and engravings. Yeah. Slightly smaller, but it's alright. And this was sold separately, which I don't know why. They couldn't just slide this piece of plastic in. That is non-electronic. Even the PS4 Slim models comes with the vertical stand. Why not the Pro? That makes no sense. Doesn't even come with a disc drive either, which cost $80. Why do we need this giant booklet if all we can do is just put it in? Or is it just long and has different... Jeez. All of this for a freaking stand. What is this on the bottom? Let me see the horizontal stands. Does it go here? Oh, it does. I forgot, it's made of metal. And also has the PlayStation icons engraved in them. So I gotta figure it out. It's just that I have to put it in a certain spot. And this place is not needed for this console. There we go. We haven't played DVDs in a while, so I thought, why not get this one too? Besides, my grandma loves to watch TV. Why are these things so hard to pull out? What? Sony batteries. Shoot. So here you have the media remote. Quite small. I forgot how much this cost. Nice. Pretty solid. Kind of smooth. Not too smooth. It's not glossy. It's kind of reminds me of that old media remote for the PS2. I still have it. It's back in my retro room. So you're probably going to ask me, what am I going to do with the standard PS5 that I had before the Pro? I'm going to give it away to someone. I'm not going to sell it. I'm just going to give it away. If they want to buy from me, I can, but I'm just going to like sell it for just 100 or 300 bucks since it is used, of course. Also with the PS5 Pro, I gave it away to my cousin in Mexico, so he's going to join that while I join this. So yeah, I've seen a lot of people making jokes on Sony for removing the stand. I've seen people saying that they're slowly becoming Apple, like the way they remove the chargers on their iPhone boxes, like the iPhone 16 Pro and the 14, 11, pretty much from 10 all the way to the most recent iPhone lineups. And the Nintendo Switch OLED model kind of does the same. They removed a USB port. So, yeah. Even Charlie made a joke that says, "Play has no limits. It neither does money. So fork over $700 and it's time to play. Or 800 if you want that pesky disk drive at a stand." And that is just, I kind of like that joke a little. I'm not sure if it's really a joke. Again, I have very low sense of humor, so forgive me for that. And also with the PS5 games I played on the Pro, uh, the resolution definitely has improved. I did notice that. And it's all thanks to the PSSR, the new AI driven technology they use to upscale the resolution. So I did notice that. Graphics definitely improved. I played Resident Evil 4 on the PS5, and I turned on fidelity mode and the graphics settings, and the 60 FPS is still there, so I can keep on the fidelity mode from now on. And for the PS4 games I had for the PS5 Pro, I think I noticed that it loaded much faster than the base PS5. So, and one good thing that I liked is that if you play PS4 games on your PS5, it's not emulated, so you don't need to worry about the frame rate drops or anything like that. But yeah, just wanted to talk about this. It was really fun making these kind of videos naturally. No music nor sounds, no nothing. Just pure recordings. That's what I like to do for now on. Yeah, so that's about it. I'm gonna see you guys later.